this is Trump's first statement on Ron DeSantis' endorsement. So Ron DeSantis endorsed him, whatever. This is
Right Side Broadcasting Network is in President Trump's motorcade right now.
Sitting on Marjorie Taylor Greene's lap.
As he is en route to his 5th New Hampshire campaign stop in just a week. Tonight, he'll be in Rochester, but
wow, 5 whole stops in 7 whole days.
Prior to that, we're making an
what a beast.
An undisclosed stop right now, so we'll bring you that as it happens.
You mean you don't know where you're going? It's an undisclosed stop. We're lost. Trump's trying to choke one of the Secret Service again.
We are in New Hampshire
trying to throttle his driver
right now, and until then, as we know,
well, at least you know what state you're in. That was fucking amazing. Wait, back up.
Making an undisclosed stop right now, so we'll bring you that as it happens. We are in New Hampshire right now, and
well, all right. Thanks for narrowing it down.
Until then, as we know, other than President Trump's Rochester stop tonight, the big news of the day is out of Florida, as Governor Ron DeSantis has officially dropped out of the race and has officially endorsed Donald Trump for president. So,
like the absolute Ted Cruz fucking weenie that he is.
We'll see what 45 has to say about the man who President Trump says has been disloyal by even running against he.
Oh, he'll throw it all out. Now that he's endorsed him, it's water under the bridge, my friend. Yeah. And anybody, like, the rule is all you got to do is debase yourself and tongue his butthole, and all of a sudden you're in the good graces. Everything is washed away in the goo of the lamb.
Moon River. Drop your shorts and bend over, Mr. Babar.
And MAGA in the first place. As we are here in the Trump press van, we're going to be getting out of the van here, and we're going to.
Great, thanks. I figured as much.
See what happens as President Trump is making this surprise.
Jesus Christ, are you being mugged? Shake the camera if you're being abducted.
Stop here at this area right now. Obviously, just authentic kind of coverage right now with Right Side Broadcasting.
Yeah, totally authentic. What do you mean authentic? Gonzo, I think, is the word you're
Network
using.
As we walk in this direction with the press pool.
Really? Why not walk the other direction? Why would you follow the crowd? Right Side Broadcasting, you fucking suck-ups.
And we'll be trying to hear what President Trump has to say about.
It sounds like from a news point of view, if you're in his press van, what you might seem like part of the good strategy.
About Ron DeSantis
Rhonda who?
leaving.
Wait, he's going into a thrift store? Does he need new pants? What happened?
The race for president. We're about 30 minutes from Manchester, 30 minutes north.
We've stopped at an empty office park area. Oh, it's a fire station. He's bringing the pizzas to the fire station.
Quite a quick trip up this way as we head into the
That's what this is.
Campaign.
Hi. Yeah, sure. I guess so. I'm being brought a treat. Yes. Treats. Uh-huh. Wow. Where in the world did you find this?
I saw it online, I thought.
My girl got me meat hearts. I think these are these jerky bites, but they have they've got it's got a little slot on the front of it. If you know what I'm saying. And you could just pull one of these out and it's
Open it like
okay. It looks like a bottle opener on the top. All right. Wow. This one says beef mine. Excuse me. Hold on. We'll be back. Hi. How you doing? Mm-hmm. Where was I? Put my meat hearts away for later. Excuse me. Might have to cut the show short. I'm just saying. It's ironic though. I want you to know what a progressive household that you know, I'm not the only one that brings the meat in this family. You know what I'm saying? All right. Quit it. Just stop. Where were we?
Headquarters right now as we take a live look or a look right now at Trump 2024 Make America Great Again.
Jesus Christ, he's in this like could we get some cheap office space that's cold inside, like tin walls?
These are the campaign headquarters in
it's hot.
New Hampshire.
Right, yeah. You want to enter past the dumpster?
As you know, he has a huge lead in New Hampshire, Nevada as well. And we hear some people right now chanting 4 more years. So let's take a live listen. Right over here to your right, sir.
4 more years, 4 more years, 4 more years, 4 more years.
Yeah, it'd be a little weird if the people in your actual state election headquarters weren't chanting that when you show up. You know what I mean? Isn't that weird?
4 more years.
Matthew?
USA! 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 USA!
Notice they're locked into a particular syllable limit, it seems.
USA! USA! USA!
We are dumb. We are dumb. I love Satan. Satan is my pal.
USA! 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 USA!
Is he not coming?
We love Trump! We love Trump!
Yep, we love Trump. Apparently, there's a thing where if you say, you know, anything with 2 syllables, any 2-syllable words, he's fucking out of there.
So President Trump about to appear here at this Trump campaign headquarters in New Hampshire. You're watching Right Side Broadcasting Network. Of course, the big event tonight in Rochester.
We need Trump! We need Trump! We need Trump! We need Trump! We need Trump!
You are sad. This is lame. Grow the fuck up.
We need Trump!
For
USA!
Jesus Christ. Oh God. Hey, I gotta be honest. Trump couldn't be here, so I'm filling in for him, okay? Listen here. They put this mask on me, but I'm doing my best. I want you to know I will do my best, Trump, for you that I possibly can. And I have a potential running mate. She is dynamite, okay? Now settle down. We're gonna make this happen. I'm Donald Trump, and we are you, U.S. me. What are Trump? We don't know. Something, I don't know. And I'm gonna go lay down. Y'all have a good time. Oh shit.
Everybody, oh,
Wow.
how are you, everybody? So you know we've been doing great. We're leading by a lot. And
Hold on.
TPP2, I like her a lot. Like record-setting stuff. That's the way we
Like record-setting stuff.
want it. We had the big day in Iowa, and we're
We had the big day in Iowa.
going to have a big day in New Hampshire. I think
Big day. It's going to be a big day. And then we're going to leave because I don't need to be here.
equal to. And we just got some word that one of our opponents, very capable person, is dropping out of the race, Ron DeSantis. And Ron is dropping out, and he, in doing so, he endorsed us.
Yeah, we get it. It's not it's the campaign office. Shut the fuck up and just listen to him.
And it's a little cold outside, but not too bad. Don't forget, in Iowa, 40 degrees below zero. This is like warm weather. This is very warm up here. It's beautiful. We love you. So what happens is very interesting because he's out as of 3 o'clock this afternoon. with the endorsement. Without the endorsement, I think we would have gotten almost all of those votes because we have very similar policies: strong borders, great education, low taxes.
No dirty books. All books are dirty. Whatever. I don't read, so I wouldn't know. But I assume basically you got to ban the books, everything but the Bible, which I've read the cover of almost once.
Things that very, very few regulations.
He almost said she.
As few as possible. Things that she really doesn't talk about because she's a globalist.
Okay, so are we talking about Nancy Pelosi or?
So I think most of those votes, and I guess the polls say that most of those votes, or certainly many of them, come to us. But we don't need them because the poll just came out. Suffolk just came out, Boston Globe, and they say we're very far ahead, like by many, 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 many points.
Yeah, I mean, you just saw it. Maybe a number. You're far ahead by many, many points. What would that number be? I mean, I'm going to guess it's double digits since you can't have more than 100%. So maybe just ballpark. You don't even have to nail it. You could just say like 35%, like 12%. Now, I'm guessing that the reason you're not saying it is because it's not that great sounding. It sounds like you're well below 50% and she's still gaining on you. And the vote is until tomorrow and your diaper's full because of it.
So I don't think we're going to need that. And the main thing is we're going to all work together and we're going to defeat the worst president in the history of our country. The worst and most incompetent president of the
that would be you. Why are they cheering to keep you from getting elected? That seems odd.
History of our country. The world is blowing up. Take a look. The Middle East and Ukraine. The whole world is blowing up.
Yeah, and it's a shame that Portland already burned to the ground because you can't even. I would love to see it blow up again. I mean, I think a lot of us would. It's just exciting. It's a good thing. I think it should be an annual thing.
And when I left, there was peace all over the world.
Jesus Christ! No, there wasn't. It was a fucking pandemic. Everybody was inside. Are you nuts? Peace all over the world. You don't get credit when everybody's hiding in their fucking house to try and avoid dying of a contagious disease, dumbass. One of the greatest periods of peace the world has ever known. Black Plague. Black Plague struck that. I mean, there were very few wars in Europe. Say what you will about the Black Plague, but it kept the peace dividend from disease is something you can't. I mean, it's amazing what you're doing, what you do.
As Viktor Orban said, bring back Trump immediately. Get him back. You know who he is, right? Prime Minister of Hungary. He said, bring back Trump. Because since then, the whole world is blowing up, and we could end up in a World War III by the time these people finish. They have no...
Well, then what good are you? I don't even know why you're running. You should probably get to a bunker immediately. I mean, you've got money, right? Why don't you buy one of those fucking hollowed out missile silos? Just hide in there till Biden's presidency is over. I mean, honestly, what chance do you have? You can't do anything. If it's gonna hit, it's gonna hit soon. And if it holds off until you're in office, isn't it your fault?
No idea what they're doing. But I did want to come over and say, I'm making a big speech very shortly. And
Big speech? Really?
A couple of your leaders, but you're the real leaders, but a couple of your leaders said, do you think you could stop? There's some volunteers that are extraordinary. Could you possibly stop? I said, sure. Is it on our way?
Jesus Christ. I'm not going to go out of my way. I mean, fuck these people. I mean, this is boring.
I said, is it on our way? They said, pretty close, about a half an hour. That's a lot. A half an hour in Trump time, that's a hell of a lot, my man.
We love you.
Jesus Christ. I don't have that much time left. I mean, I can't. Hold on. Portland be declared a disaster area. I'm sorry, Doc. Yeah, my bad. You're right. It should have been. We need to declare Portland a disaster area so the federal funds can come pouring in.
So,
We love Trump! 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 We love
so
Trump!
I said, don't worry about it. Get that card, turn that sucker around, and let's go. We're going to say hello to the people. These are our friends. These people are there. And you've been here right from the beginning, and in many cases,
You've been here from the beginning, and in my cases before
New
the
Hampshire
beginning.
has a great history with me because we came into New Hampshire really wanting and needing a win in 2016, right?
Why was that? Why did you need that? I thought you won Iowa. Didn't you say you won Iowa?
And we had that win, and that was a big win, and we won by over 20 points. And so I always.
It's starting to get a little scary because we're within that 20-point margin, and now that the sanctimonious has dropped out and become a suck up, I'm afraid his voters are just not gonna show.
Have a warm spot in my heart.
I've got a warm spot in my pants. For you.
The governor's not exactly the best. I wouldn't rate him the best. He's super rhino, I would say. Yeah. Well,
With it was super rhino. With it, honestly, good lord, he's in your party. Shut the fuck up. What is he? All right.
actually, you know that.
I don't care. Why am I? I don't care. Fuck him. Yeah, go after him. Destroy the rhino. Yes, all the rhinos bad. There's only two kinds of Republicans: fake ones and full of shit ones. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to get in the spirit.
He ran for, by the way, one of the great photographers of the world, right here, even though he works for the New York Times. That's his only thing. That's the only thing he's got going against him. Hello, Bill.
One of the greatest photographers, and why is he at Nunt level? This is not right. You know, he's great. He works for the New York Times, which is where I really want my pictures.
Now, he's a man that, frankly, should have changed the voting systems. Think of it. Democrats are allowed to vote?
No, they're not. No, they're not. Undeclared and independents can do it, but a Democrat would have to have changed their party affiliation like 6 fucking months ago.
In a Republican primary, it's not going to matter, but they're allowed to vote. And already there are 4,000 or 5,000 people signed up. What is that all about? And independents are allowed to vote in a Republican primary.
What the fuck? Fuck independents. You're right. Tell them to go fuck themselves. This is just dumb. Independents don't know who should be the Republican. All right? They don't have any say in the... fuck independent voters. You tell them. It's stupid.
The whole thing is crazy. Just crazy.
It's been that way it was this way last time. What are you doing?
But it's good because you know what? We win anyway. We're going to win by a lot. It feels just like Iowa.
It feels just like Iowa, mainly because of the snow and the weird little places that I have to go to and the half-filled rooms. That's one thing. The one consistent thing in all these states is the half-filled gymnasiums, you know?
Maybe 35, 36 points, and we ended up getting close to 53. And it was the biggest victory, Iowa, the biggest victory in the history of the deal. And I guess it goes back.
You mean the caucuses? Say caucuses. You can't remember the word caucuses.
They've all, they don't even know how far it goes back, like into the early 70s. And this was the biggest victory. I think we're going to have the same kind of a thing here. I really do. It feels the same to me. We're leading by a lot.
Why would it feel different? You don't go anywhere but rooms full of supporters. And by the way, yeah, it probably feels the same. These places you're at are half full. The fucking gymnasiums in Iowa were half full, and there was a half turnout.
But we'll end up with records. And again, I'm not even concerned with all the Democrats that are going to vote. Remember, they're going to vote for her because they want to run against her. They are the party of disinformation.
No, just use biblical phrases. Thee are the party, they, and thou shalt therefore thee.
And misinformation. They're slightly different. There's a very fine difference. I won't explain it to you right now.
I wish you would try. One's active, one's passive. See how hard? I don't know.
Very boring, but it's close enough.
It's close enough. Yeah. You know what? I don't even know why we have an M and a D in English, because basically, the words, are basically interchangeable if they start with an M or a D.
And they will always say, "Oh, we want to run against Trump," but they don't want to run against me.
Yeah, they do.
They ran against me in 2016. They said, "We want to run against Trump." How did that work out? Not too good.
But the most recent one, this is now that people know who you are and what you do. How would that actually work out.
And frankly, we did much better in 2020. And now we're going to do better than we ever did because the spirit, and now we've gotten to see how they can destroy a country. Before we didn't know that to the extent.
What are you talking about? Biden was Obama's VP. What do you think? The policies were going to be shockingly different, dumbass?
But they've destroyed. They're destroying our country, almost destroyed. But we're
Almost, not quite. I mean, you got a couple of months
going to
left.
save it.
That's right, but a year from now.
We're gonna save it. And we're going to have the strongest border you've ever seen. We had the best border in the history of our country. Now we have the worst border in the history of the world. Think of it.
Just think that lie over and over again. Just take those words and put them in your head, and don't ask any questions. Just let them slip right by any kind of logic or reason that you have, and just like a seed, just kind of drop into the fucking turd brain that you have and grow.
And we're going to do things that
Jesus.
are fantastic. Another thing we're going to do, drill, baby, drill.
How did this asshole ends up like using Sarah Palin's fucking talking point? That's not. I mean, it became, I guess, a Republican redundant phrase. But Jesus Christ, if that's your sales boy, you're going back to the great words of our great American Sarah Palin. We're gonna do, and then one day when I'm back in office, if we can get these people out of there and they don't destroy our country first, all of us will be able to see Russia from our kitchen window.
Because, in New Hampshire, you have the highest energy costs in the whole nation by far.
It's just, yeah. And do you think what does that tell you? Is it a federal thing? If the states are different, if one state's more expensive than another, maybe it's state rules?
I don't know what it is. It's your governor's fault.
Maybe look it the fuck up. It's not the governor's fault. It's the fucking policy that they've had forever.
Honestly, it is. Do work deals. Get energy. Get it. We have plenty of it.
Just get the energy. Get energy. I don't know. Pour Monster in your trunk. In your truck. Just in your trunk. Whatever. Put it wherever it goes. Just
River.
Use one of those old oil can tops and just go to town. That's just.
Drop your shorts and bend over, Mr. Babar.
And now, and it has been that way always. It's for some reason. And
Right. It has been that always. It has been that. What the fuck?
his fault. Honestly, it is. Do work deals. Get energy. Get it. We have plenty of it. And now, and it has been that way always. It's for some reason. And you also have.
It has been that way always, but it's your governor's fault.
Per capita, just about the worst drug problem, and that's a shame. And I went around with your police department and your fire department over the years.
Over the years, and it didn't get better?
They're unbelievable, the job they do.
I'm glad, but somehow after your presidency, it got worse?
The job they do is unbelievable. I mean, so much of it is drug related.
What is up with you people? You New Hampshire people, you're all fucking high.
They save people's lives to an extent that you wouldn't believe possible.
Why wouldn't I believe? What do you mean? They don't flip a coin or? Okay, Narcan or no? Sorry, buddy. You wouldn't believe it. The level.
And so we owe them, and I owe you because you have brought me so far. And literally, almost everybody in this room, other than the very young ones, they've been with me right from the beginning. 2015 and 2016 stuff, right?
Yes, you have not grown your support in any material way.
So I just want to thank everybody. And if you
There are no new people except these people bringing their children in that building from 8 fucking years.
don't mind, I got to make a speech because I'm going to be a little bit late. We have a big crowd. Did you see the crowd we had yesterday?
Oh, yeah,
Even
huge.
outside, it's packed.
We took an arena. We broke the record. We took an arena. It was so packed. There wasn't a
How packed was it?
seat. And then outside, we're trying to get people in.
Bullshit.
The biggest they've ever had.
Bullshit.
And here's how the news reported it. Had a reasonable number of people. Huh? It was like ho-hum. I remember when Bernie Sanders used to have 2,000 people that said, this crowd is unbelievable. This is the most unbelievable.
Oh, good. Bernie Sanders. You're going to bring up Bernie Sanders? This is your dunk.
Thing I've ever seen. And I'd be down the road, we'd have 25,000, 30,000
He says this.
people. They wouldn't even mention it. I said, this is something wrong. That was at the beginning. I said, this is something wrong with this fake news stuff. So
This is something wrong with this fake news stuff.
we developed the name fake news, and it seemed
We've developed it. Oh, good. Well, at least he's admitting that I guess Norm Macdonald actually created it, and he just borrowed it.
to have
We developed it. We had we all sat around and just had a we kind of workshopped it for a while. Like, which accent should be, should you go fake news or fake news? We worked it. There was a lot of effort put into it, a lot of creativity, a lot of good people come up to me saying, "Sir."
stuck. Yeah. Because right now the media is rated lower than Congress. And I would say that was something nobody thought could happen, right, my friend? So
My friend, what's his name? Right there, next to Mr. Chairman of the group that does the thing with the people and stuff. Yeah, I don't know what his fucking name is. Ask my friend over there. My really good friend. The guy, my friend. Him.
thank you all very much. Big day. We have a big day. I'll be back tomorrow. I go in for a Biden trial. I call them the Biden trial. Zero Biden. They've weaponized government. So I'm going to make my speech, and I'm going to go to New York. I'm going to spend time in the morning in New York. Then I'm coming back here. And people say, how the hell do you do it?
I'm going to guess manic disorder and drugs.
But that's what they want to do. They want to exhaust you,
Why?
both from a dollar standpoint and physically, but
From a dollar standpoint. I'm dollar exhausted.
we don't get it. Do we get exhausted? We don't.
No, I've always got your dollars. I don't even have to use my dollars. I use your dollars, you dumbasses.
What they've done is they've weaponized the Department of Justice at a level. I have 7 lawsuits. Every single one of them is related to the Department of Justice. Take
Well, first of all, no, you don't. The E. Jean Carroll case, by the way, is a lawsuit, and it has nothing to do with criminal charges. The DOJ is only in charge of the criminal shit.
a look at Fannie. Fannie. It's not Fannie. It's supposed to be Fannie. F-A-N-I.
No, F-A-N-I would be Fani.
There's no you. Think of it.
No, you. That's why it's pronounced Fanny and not Fani, because it's not F-A-U-N-I. That's his argument.
So Fannie, and she pays her boyfriend like close to $1 million out of the coffers of Georgia. You ever see anything like this one? But here's the thing.
Yeah, but she did pay him to go after you. The problem is I think they were just shocked at how easy it would be.
They spent much time at the White House figuring out how to indict
They did? They spent much time? How much time is the question?
dollars out of the coffers of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
You ever see anything like this one?
No.
But here's the thing. They spent much time at the White House figuring out how to indict
They did? They spent much time at the White House trying to figure out how to indict? How much time? How much? Just much time. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Much, very much. Lots of, super much.
the former president of the United States, 45th president,
Oh, okay. I thought, shit, for a second there, I thought they were going after George W. Bush.
who just recently got 70, think of it, who just recently got 75 million votes, the most in history for a sitting president.
Right, but your opponent, who you said is a doddering old man who never left his basement, beat you by like nearly 8 million votes.
So there's when you'd say, oh, that's not involved. They're all involved, including civil ones, and including the AGs and the DAs. All day.
What? Also, is his argument now that popularity equals innocence? Because I got news for you. The people of New York, after John Gotti got, I guess, walked from his third indictment, he was super popular. He was basically a media darling for a while. And then he went to jail and nobody gave a fuck.
Democrats, all Democrat judges. Now think of the timing.
Not all of them. There's one very particular judge, which curiously enough is going to oversee the court case where, whether she likes it or not, you're going to be in deep shit.
We have our vote the day after tomorrow, and I go to court tomorrow. This is all planned.
Well, it wouldn't have to be. You could have sped up your trials earlier and not delayed anything. You know what the evidence is. They know what the evidence is. What the fuck is the holdup?
And they want to rush it, but I said, why didn't you bring the case 3 years ago?
Well, then I guess they don't want to rush it.
Because they had no case.
Well, I mean, in some cases you hadn't committed the crime yet. In the case of the documents case specifically, like you were in the process of committing the fucking crime. You had not finished criming.
This is all bad stuff.
It is well said. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta say, the best words followed by the best lip jut or tongue jut and the best sniff at the same time. Combination tongue jut and sniff. It's always a good look, you know, with the gropey hands too. It looks like he's groping the RSBN microphone. That's excellent. Excellent. Fuck me.
And the truth is, I don't believe I'd be up. I mean, we're up numbers that nobody's ever been up.
Okay.
I really believe that.
He literally beat Ted Cruz's score in Iowa by like 5,000 votes, and he'd already been president once. What are you talking about?
They have so overplayed their hand that it actually helped us from this standpoint. It's a very bad precedent, however. It's a country killer. What they're doing is a country killer.
You mean inflation? This is just now everything they do is a country killer. I don't think you can do that. I think, and especially if all of these things are country killers, if everything they're doing is a country killer and the country's not dead yet, I'm either going to have to question, maybe you can't, maybe America is just unkillable. Good for us. Or you're full of shit. That'd be it.
And Joe Biden.
Or both.
Biden, who maybe doesn't even know what's happening, because he's surrounded by communists and fascists, young, smart,
young, smart, communist fascists.
He's got a woman running the Department of Justice, Lisa Monaco. I think she's really running it.
Merrick Garland's running the. Never mind.
She's friends with a guy named Andrew Weissman, who's been for years failing against me. For years, I've been fighting these people off for years. These are bad people that hate our country. So I'm going to go make a speech.
Please, just get the fuck out of there.
I'll be back tomorrow afternoon, and we are going to
and I will say the exact same fucking thing.
Have some fun, and we are going to have.
I'm going to repeat myself and sniff and stick my tongue out, and then I'm going to try and write my name on some girl's boob and assume that all the ladies here are within pussy grabbing distance. So good luck. Get yourself all. Spray yourself with some, cover yourself in hand sanitizer or something, and go dip yourself in alcohol, and I'll be back.
The biggest victory we've ever had.
Yes.
I believe the biggest victory we've ever had.
No.
And I just want to thank everybody. Look, we have some really young ones are starting.
We're praying for you.
But I want to thank you, and I'm praying for you too. And we're all praying because you know what?
He doesn't pray.
We're close to World War III. These incompetent.
Yeah, that's true. The only time you pray is when you're in danger of dying imminently. You know, that's what true faith is really about. Fuck me. Fuck. It's, oh, fuck. Holy shit. Fuck. God damn it. Please fix this. Fuck. Yeah, that's what church is like normally.
Fools will start World War III. And you know, 10 months sounds like a short period of time. They can do damage. Look what they've done to our country at the border. Look what millions of people are flowing into our
Go do your speech. Get the fuck out of there.
country. From prisons, from jails, from mental institutions. I love you all. Thank you very much.
On that note, crazy people are storming into our country. Murderers, Hannibal Lecter, coming into the country, walking straight up here, and hopefully drugs kill you before they do. Thank you. Love you guys. Love you, drug addict, fucking hillbillies that are up in the Northeast for God knows what reason. You're this close to New York, and yet you don't know shit about, I don't know, but hopefully the crazy Mexican, Guatemalan, also Brazilian, and other countries you probably never even heard of, murderers and psychopaths, hopefully you die of an overdose before they get up here. if we're lucky at all, but we're going to save our country, and I love you, and I'm praying for you. And by praying, I mean posting on Truth Social while I'm on the toilet, which is better than prayer. Better than prayer. Just saying. You just dropped the mic on the ground.
USA!
Gonna come and take it from you.
Thank you, everybody.
Just dropped it on the ground. An actual mic drop, but like a pitiful one, like I pooped.
USA! USA! USA!
Somebody will get it. Somebody will get it.
USA!
President
Like he totally mic dropped it.
Trump,
I mean,
will you be using the name Ron DeSanctimonious tonight? The fact
It's retired.
Okay.
He just said, will I be using the name Ron DeSanctimonious? I said, that name is officially retired.
Thank you.
not your fire.
Well, there you go, President Trump.
Why? Because he kissed your ass?
Right there, answering that quick question I had about Ron DeSanctimonious. I mean, that's the one I wanted to know, and that's the
Well, I'm glad you figured it out. That was, I mean, I was waiting with bated breath. Yeah, you guys, you too, man. I'm so
one that we got right there. So a great time. We're gonna
so
have
excited.
to get back into the press van.
Yeah, probably, or they're gonna leave you.
President Trump given Right Side Broadcasting Network that exclusive soundbite right there that we will
That's great, and it's exclusive shot of New Hampshireites' shoes.
be, of course, showing you tonight as well.
Tennessee.
Looking for my camera guy. He's probably up there closer to President Trump right now.
You think?
Or maybe he has left. I'm not sure where he's at, so I'll just follow the press team at this point on the way out.
4 more years! 4 more years! 4 more years!
So we'll get going this way as we just heard from President Trump that Ron DeSanctimonious is retired.
The name, not the guy.
That name is no longer what President Trump will use. So tonight we'll hear that, of course, on
Super exciting, dude. Keep telling the same story over and over.
stage in Rochester.
Again. You're the perfect man to cover Donald Trump.
Pretty good stuff here in New Hampshire.
Yeah, check yourself. Make sure you don't say New Mexico.
President Trump leading
I mean, I understand the terrain might confuse
in the
you.
polls, doing a great job in this state, in the Granite
Walk
State.
through everybody's shot, asshole. You're walking through everybody's
Obviously,
shot,
kicked some
asshole.
serious butt in
Yeah, just walk through everybody's shot. Fucking RSBN, no respect.
Iowa, and we'll see what he does as we head towards Rochester and we head back to the press van here with the Trump team. Once again, this is Right Side Broadcasting Network. Always great to have this kind of footage.
Yeah, it is. This is good stuff. Especially this part, not the shit inside, but this weird walkway past this thing, past the thrift shop. This is the kind of B-roll that makes people, makes careers.
You just really don't get,
No, I don't. On real news, you mean?
especially at the mainstream networks. They wouldn't.
Yeah, that's true. They do not usually blather while walking back to the van. I feel like we're all being gypped. When is Rachel Maddow going to give us a big meandering bullshit blather as she tries not to trip over frost on her way back to the van? It's sad. I wish this kind of programming was available on all channels. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, and at least you're not wasting any airtime with silence. You're at least able to just fill every second with pointless blather. Jesus.
I want to cover something like this because obviously they have been hiding the truth for years, but
The truth of what? That the press that follows Trump doesn't get to ride in the vehicle with him or refuses to because of the stench?
now it's time for the truth to prevail.
Yes, the truth that they were going to rent this building because it was slightly better, but Color Time was doing all right. And then there's this chicken wing place over here, and the thrift shop was right next to the, they figured having the Trump headquarters right next to the thrift shop, better for everybody. Just a win-win.
And we know the truth will set you free.
From what? The press van?
All right, let's send it back to our coverage right now in Rochester. I'm Matthew Alvarez. Thank you so much.
Wait a minute. Why are you sending it back to them? No. They're just going to lie to us. They're already in Rochester. I want to see the entire fucking car ride. I want to see somebody who, you just shouldn't have eaten off the buffet and your tummy's getting a little rumbly and you got to pull over and the only thing that's down there is a come and go and you're like, I don't know if I should eat any of this, and then you really get a bad bag of fucking Funyuns and that you wanted a taste of your youth, but you forgot how bad they were for your gut, and then you're just trying to hide the fart that from the rest of the van, and like trying to roll down the windows and act like somebody else did it, and like that's the real programming. Come on now.
Thanks for joining us. Let's send it back to you.
Also, why are you out of breath? You've walked 16 feet. It's you know what it is? It's the New Hampshire altitude. I don't know if you've ever seen a map, but compared to Florida, we're really high up here. Like, we must be like 3,000 miles above sea level. If Key West is at sea level, New Hampshire must be like 3,000 miles above sea level due north. Whew, it's just hard to get your breath, you know what I mean? And it's just walking around here and stuff and trying not to fall over. Now, it could be the altitude and the lack of oxygen, or it could be just how fucking boring Trump is and how much effort it takes to pretend not to be bored. But hopefully we'll see. And scene. Good Lord. By the way, love you guys. Like, subscribe, give a thumbs up, Sports Show. It's Hal Sparks, Mega Worldwide.